Hi, my name's Carmen and I'm the manager here at the Vanity Lab. Today we're going to be talking about sun damage and the importance of applying a sunscreen. So we've all heard that the sun is bad for us, but let's understand what actually happens in the skin and why we should be applying an SPF. So the sun is made up of three different rays: UVA, UVB and UVC rays. UVC rays we don't really need to worry about because those are filtered out by the ozone layer. So let's start with the UVB rays. UVB rays are the ones that give us that lovely golden tan. They're also the ones that are responsible for that not so lovely sunburn and even worse, skin cancers. So UVB rays are at their strongest on a warm sunny day, usually when the sun is highest in the sky and usually more so in the summer months. We don't really get exposed to UVB rays on a cloudy day, however there's still the UVA rays. So UVA rays are able to penetrate through the clouds, so we get exposed to these even on a cloudy day when it's raining. We get exposed to these even on a cloudy day when it's raining. We don't notice UVA rays as much because they actually don't cause any skin color changes on the surface of the skin. However, these are the most damaging rays because they actually penetrate to the deep layers of the skin, and these are the rays that cause collagen and elastin to break down at a faster rate. And this is the reason why we get premature aging. So our UVA rays are the reason why we need to be applying a sunscreen every single day, even on a cloudy day when you don't think you're getting exposed to sun. So as if the sun rays aren't bad enough, there is other light that we have to be worried about as well. So there's two other rays called infrared and near infrared. These are our visible light rays, and these we get from indoor lights, from our computer screens and our phone screens. So now we have to worry about digital aging as well. So that's why we always recommend choosing a medical grade sunscreen. Medical grade sunscreens are able to protect you against the UVA, the UVB and the visible light that we get from our phones and our computer screens. So next we're going to go over a few fun facts that you can consider when you are choosing an SPF for your skin. So when you see the SPF level on a sunscreen, for example SPF 50, this is actually only telling you the amount of UVB protection that you're getting. So when choosing a sunscreen, always make sure that it says broad spectrum on it. This means that you're getting the UVB, UVA and the visible light protection. So I'm sure you've wondered how long you can actually be in the sun when you apply an SPF. So to find out, we're going to do a little bit of maths now. So I'm quite pale, so let's say I can be in the sun for 10 minutes before I start to burn. I then choose to apply an SPF 30 to my skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to times the 10 minutes by the SPF 30, which now gives me 300 minutes or 5 hours that I can be in the sun before burning. Okay, so that's only half true, so don't think that you can go and choose a very high SPF and be in the sun the whole day without having to reapply. Because we do sweat, we tend to touch and rub our faces a lot throughout the day. That SPF usually comes off throughout the course of the day. So we still recommend reapplying an SPF every 2 hours. So when we look at how much sunscreen we need to apply to the face, that's roughly about half a teaspoon that we need to apply. So to be honest, many of us aren't applying a half a teaspoon to our face. We're applying a lot less than that. So if you're applying less than that, even though you may be applying an SPF 50, you might only be getting the protection level of an SPF 20, which again means that you need to reapply more frequently. So next we're going to talk about chemical versus physical sunscreens. So chemicals kind of have a bad rap nowadays, but all the chemicals that are used in medical grade sunscreens have been approved by the FDA. So how those chemicals work is they actually absorb those harmful rays that we spoke about earlier, and they neutralize them so they aren't able to burn the skin and damage our collagen and elastin. Chemical sunscreens are also great because they don't leave a white kind of pasty look on the surface of the skin. That brings us to our physical sunscreens. So physical sunscreens work differently. They work by actually reflecting those UV rays. And those are the sunscreens that usually have more of a white appearance when you apply them to the surface of the skin. Often these are best when combined with tints, so they are found in our tinted sunscreens. Most sunscreens nowadays actually contain a combination of both physical and chemical sunscreens. So I'm going to be telling you a few of my favorite sunscreens that I like to use or that I've noticed are some of our best sellers here at the Vanity Lab. So number one is the Azure Sunscreen and Primer. This is my absolute favorite. I apply this one every single day, and basically it has this beautiful silky finish on the surface of the skin. It kind of makes the skin look like porcelain. And any makeup that you apply after that just applies really well to the skin. It's also a broad spectrum SPF, so it means it's protecting you against all of those harmful UV rays. So another one of our top sellers is the ZO Smart Tone. So this one is quite clever, hence the name Smart Tone. When you apply it to the surface of the skin, it actually adapts to your natural skin color and kind of provides you with a little bit of a tint and coverage as well. It's also great because it's broad spectrum and is giving you that full protection. So next up is the All Calm. So All Calm is a type of physical sunscreen. It does have a slight tint to it. It's really great if we have more oily prone skins because it has a lovely matte finish, and it helps to take down any redness that's associated with the skin as well. Okay, so earlier we spoke about reapplying every 2 hours. So let's be honest, we're not going to really apply a cream-based SPF every 2 hours on top of our makeup. So this is where the Color Science brush on SPF comes in. This is really easy. It's something that you can keep in your handbag and literally just dust on throughout the surface of the day every 2 hours to make sure that you still have your protection. Okay, so last but not least is the Sun Shield. So the Sun Shield is great. It gives you full protection from UVA, UVB. So this is a great thing post-procedure if you've done a treatment where you really need to avoid sun exposure, or if you're going somewhere really hot and you need that full protection. So thanks for watching today. I hope you've learned something about sun damage and sunscreen. And if you need any advice on what the best sunscreen for you is, just pop into the clinic and we'll be sure to help you.